that much distance, and well, Immortals is going to take it.
Early push up short here for Immortals, and they're getting aggressive. The paranoia doesn't quite work out, and now as they start to push forward, jcStani has got to reload the clip, but Steve will take him down. It's traded out by Neptune, and now a 3v2 retake for Luminosity as the B-side anchors are coming late to the party.
Spike planted.
Yeah, they've shown up, but at this point, the spike has been planted. Aproto working his way through pipes. Interesting to see that Immortals did not work their way through that and establish themselves to do that choke point. That's a heavily contested area of the map. We'll keep a close eye on that as the map goes on. Aproto able to take care of Shanks, goes in for the second, and it's Neptune who gives him the business up close and personal. Just one left. It's Mada. He's able to get one, looking for the second. Gonna get tagged up, tagged back, and now it's Mada who's actually on the hunt. He's trying to hunt people down, but he's buying time. Neptune? He doesn't believe it. He's just sticking it. Oh, he goes around. He gets the kill, a 3K, and Immortals get on the board first.
That might have been the series where Immortals was consistently getting showers control, whether it was the defense or the offensive side. We're seeing something similar again, and it's just, once again, going to be that heavy A hit. They have to worry about the 50 on the right. Aproto's going to find him, and another lined-up shot. There's one more player in the showers. Aproto, the waffle crosshairs working out, has to reload the clip. Shanks will take him down, but Stellar, icing on the cake, will take out Shanks and Luminosity. And now this delayed mid-round A hit is going to be tough because they know that they've got a little bit more of an easier sight line into the A side, but here it comes.
Oh, Stellar drops out the paranoia. It's not going to flash anyone up as you see Immortals going a bit aggressively. Genghsta with the Hunter's Fury trying to clear some room as Shanks drops. The spike is going to begin to be planted. Yeah, keep a close eye on that flank, folks. He's going to make his way over. Will he be able to get there in time, however, and will it be left unchecked? Thief? Exactly. Doing just that. Yeah, he sucker punches. jmoh is able to get one in a second. On to Genghsta, but jcStani with 3 keeps it interesting. Luminosity, however, managed to overpower Immortals. Aproto's going to get the defuse and bridge the gap, lead down to 1.
It's going to be interesting. Shanks, once again, the standard paranoia to get hookah control, but no one's home. At least they don't see anyone quite yet.
There's a ton of utility. I mean, that bad boy's lit up like a Christmas tree, but it looks like Immortals are going to want to go that way anyway. They creep their way forward. There is some elbow presence, but yeah, they just go in. They go aggressive from up top. They're able to take out members of LG as they're just down to 2. Thief drops as well as Neptune lights up. The kill feed Stellar, the last one alive. He's in hookah, but he's severely outnumbered. He's going to drop as well. A 3K on the round for him. Immortals continue to...
Maybe you smoke it off. Maybe you pre-fire spray through the smoke. There's a lot of different ways that you can do it. We'll see now. It's the eco here for Luminosity. Poised aggressively into the cubby. How much value can Stellar get here? As the Owl Drone does spot him out, he's going to try to push forward. Not going to work out while the rest of the team will start to wrap around.
No Vision Striker shenanigans this time around. Immortals are just going to work their way in. Aproto's going to be flashed off. Oh, and he's getting pushed in from both sides. He is able to get one, but Neptune trades it out. The spike has been planted as the neural theft is going to give away everything. Genghsta drops as well. It looked dicey, but so far, Immortals hold fast yet again.
But now Luminosity is still very confused where Immortals are. We understand that it's going to be the A short push now as the shots come through and misses. The paranoia to try to help out. Hunter's Fury to layer that on top, but they might just hop into the portal. Oh, Neptune, crispy shot onto KZ, but it still ends up down to a 3v3 retake.
Hunter's Fury is going to be used by Mada in response as the spike goes down. He was able to get jcStani, but just a hair too late. The spike has been planted. As you see members of Immortals start to assume their post plants, Neptune drops. It's just going to be down to Genghsta. He has plenty of health, plenty of armor to work with, but he's got to find a way to get past the defenses. Mada takes care of Genghsta. They're going to get the defuse. Luminosity are starting to work their way towards a 7-5.
It's a good retake for Luminosity. They managed to come in from varying angles. I believe Thief to hop through the port. A short, A hits. There's 3 members here. They're holding on. Aproto is going to be the first line. The paranoia pushes 2 members off of lamps, and they'll actually back all the way behind the APC. Now Neptune's coming through. Headshot, and they're just going to decimate them one at a time. Luminosity, both duelists left. Here comes the retake for LG.
I love that paranoia because it forces Luminosity into a terrible situation. Either they try to stick it or they're pushed back, right? And Immortals is able to get all that room, but Thief, meanwhile, is just ripping Immortals to shreds. KZ has the Blade Storm, but he's gonna get dropped. jcStani with members of Immortals are starting to rotate over through the spawn, at least primarily Neptune for now, as things have kind of come to a standstill. You see the smokes are going to come out. Shanks still there. jmoh up close and personal with the frenzy, able to get two, and it's going to dash away to safety, not able to get the third, but Genghsta with the shock dart is able to take care of Mada. Neptune, yes, the rest of Immortals just continue to mow down Luminosity over that way as well. You see a couple of pings coming out. There is a ton of utility again from Neptune. He continues to anchor down this site. There's also plenty of presence around the elbow area. So Immortals are in a really good spot here to fend off this B push if they decide to go that way. The smoke is going to come out to keep the spawn area blind. Neptune and aproto are able to get a kill apiece. And now Immortals are starting to come over this way. They still have some presence though. And neural theft has been used as Genghsta is able to take care of Hazy. Mada still kind of looking around. This has just been so patient from Immortals.
Spike's being planted. Edwig used to clear out the elbow. But it's a 3v4 retake for Immortals. Hunter's Fury as well can be used to try to clear out any specific angles, and that's exactly what we're seeing. But he's paranoid, does finally end up getting tagged by this one, remember? And he tags him too! jcStani will pick up some of that slack, take down Stellar, and Immortals now they lead by 6. What a solid round from them in the retake. There's a little bit disadvantageous for Luminosity. But I think
for LG, creeping their way forward. There's the smoke that's going to be coming out from Pipes. Steve goes in, he's paranoid, but it doesn't matter as he continues to play aggressively on dancing with Genghsta. Genghsta finally drops, Neptune does as well. Immortals just down to 1. I mentioned it would require some sort leaning towards hookah. They've got, or excuse me, Immortals has 3 members on the site, and on the site proper, not playing off-site. They want to fight for control of this. Thief is able to get Stani early on.
The fact that they don't have a B-long split is actually very beneficial for jmoh. I was just about to say that op shot was going to be beautiful. He was able to have a great sightline into hookah, but LG just burst onto the scene. It's all down to Genghsta, who's a little late to the party. Oh, shock tart kill. That's kind of huge. Can he turn this 1v3 around? There's a player pushing through elbow, but aproto backs off. Now the spike's going to be planted. They know that he's there. They've definitely heard that shot for sure.
Spike planted.
And now this 1v3, how expensive can he make this for LG?
He's got a drone. There's a chance, but I like the positioning that Luminosity have taken here. It kind of forces Genghsta to take disadvantageous trades, but somehow Genghsta was able to isolate that one. Gets the second with the jumping classic, but there was not enough.
The B site, they want to hold this if they can.
Again, playing on the site, not necessarily looking for the retakes. They're certainly going to get their chance as the smokes come through to keep information out of hookah. There's the showstopper, goes a bit wide, but the guns from Thief are exactly what the doctor ordered. Mada's able to get one as well. Thief goes in aggressively, able to take care of jmoh. Swings, but Genghsta is on the other side of the smoke and drops him. Immortals down to 2 members left as Luminosity managed to get the spike down. Genghsta from a less than ideal position, but the nice thing, if there is a silver lining here, is that Immortals was pushing in from 2 fronts, but Luminosity...
Less hookah presence this time, which is what the setup looked like in Immortals. They're fighting for this orb. Now shots are going to start to come through. Mada's traded. There's still a player there. Paranoia comes through. Ksiaze has space to work with. Burst Classic doesn't work. jcStani finds the frag, but now they're going to start to hop through hookah. The rest of Immortals need to arrive shortly. But
I love this.
Luminosity are pulling back. LG, Thief, is going to be looking for the cross. Op in here, op in sight. jmoh doesn't land the shot, and they'll back away. They'll reset, and we'll see how this A side hit ends up working out. There's a camera there, there's tripwires there, and there's Genghsta, who proved to be a thorn in the side of Luminosity last round.
Here we go, folks. Luminosity. Not very many options left here on the attacking side. The blast is going to come through. Genghsta is going to be pushed back through U-Haul. He's going to have to retreat to safer space. The Stellar's able to get one. The op out of jmoh keeps Luminosity back. Thief drops. aproto has managed to get a good bit of real estate through U-Haul, and the spike is going to go down at the hands of Stellar. Luminosity don't have as much personnel. If they can get a kill, you can use the neural theft to give away all of the post plants, or yeah, really all the positioning from Immortals, but that's much easier said than done. Immortals still trying to hold things at bay. Stellar's able to get one. jcStani with 3 on the round. Aproto tries to hold on, tries to stand strong, but it's the 4K heroics from jcStani that's going to give Immortals a 1-map lead.
Solid start here. Paying attention to, especially since Immortals are starting off on the defensive side, is how the anchors look for Neptune and jcStani. Already an opening pick for Shanks. That's definitely a great way to start, but it's a quick rush onto this B site. They've got control, but for how long?
jcStani back in Gong. He's going to get cleaned up at the hands of Thief as Ksiaze gets in on some as well. But Shanks continuing to light up the kill feed as jmoh joins in on the action. Luminosity just down to 2 members left. It was a heavy B hit, and so far, nothing is certain. Shanks kind of creeping his way around. They see the spike has been planted. The drone's there. Thief, oh my gosh, Thief already has 3. He's going to back off to safety. Has plenty of health to work with as well. He's got more to work with. Looking for the 4th. Not going to get any of it. Genghsta holds strong, as does the rest of Immortals, and they're going to take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it definitely helped to start off with an opening pick on.
Way Luminosity here rolled the die, and the gamble did not pay off, as again they're just going to have pistols to work with. jmoh's going to get pushed back with the paranoia. Shanks and jcStani were able to get the 2 opening frags on the round, however, as Luminosity's just down to 3.
I have a feeling we're going to be looking at the sewers a lot. And not because that's where Immortals belong, but it's because where they've got most of the domination.
The difficult thing for Immortals really is that the other 2 members are so far away that they really have no choice but to kind of, in a lot of ways, give up a little bit of room and potentially fight for the retake. But of course, as I say that, jcStani goes down. Immortals just rips them to shreds. The defense holds.
They get the control, and you will use this owl drone to push up onto the seaside. jcStani and Neptune, you got to hold the line here.
Yeah, you hear the Hunter's Fury has been used as Ksiaze dashes onto the site. Neptune is out for the rest of the round. Not able to hold the line, but Ksiaze drops at the hands of Stani. Now the members of Immortals are starting to arrive onto the site, but they're going to get there a bit too late as the spike is going to go down. We've been waiting for this C hit, and so far, things looking good for Luminosity.
2v2 retake. Both Shanks and jmoh. I like the smoke towards that garage side. If they find this pick onto Stellar, that means at the flank, though, you got to be careful. Yeah, you put the smoke down. Wait, are you concerned about this player? jmoh with the 180. The Tony Hawk Ollie. Pop, shove it right in to Luminosity's hands. 6-0 start for Immortals. And jmoh gets himself an ult point, 2 away from the Blade Storm.
Or, well, the lack of presence was enough info for them to suggest that this might be okay. There was nobody coming around. You see the smokes go off to heaven, but jmoh's down low as he takes care of Ksiaze. He's going to get paranoid, but uses the Blade Storm, goes up just a bit. But Stellar's able to pull him back down. jcStani up from heaven, drops to his death as well, as Immortals are starting to fall apart. Simo, there's just one left, and it's Neptune. I don't know that he has a play here.
Neptune. I was asking for your defense early on. Now I'm asking.
As we've seen Luminosity hit that site a couple of times, but it looks like they're definitely going to want to go to A here. You see the ult has been used. He pops up, gets some info, realizes there's no one up in heaven, and backs off. But Immortals, oh my gosh, they mow Luminosity down yet again. There's just one left on the side of them. It's Stellar. He's got a really good spot here to make something happen. On the flip side, this is a huge kill. If Luminosity are able to get him, they've got some room, but no, Shanks is able to get the best of Thief as that Reyna on Reyna goes in favor of Immortals.
Genghsta's got to help him with this angle here. Shanks now in the Cubby 50. The rest of Immortals need to start to rotate over. jmoh still holding that C alongside. It could be the fake, but it doesn't feel like Luminosity have ever sold a fake. When they want to hit the A site, they do. Now the members are starting to file in. Aproto's leading the charge. Shots going to be good to jcStani, but it's traded away one after another. Aproto down to the 2v3. Shanks down in hell, and that's exactly where he's going to do some of that damage. jmoh swinging.
Because Immortals are already there.
Have to have a look at that flank. Pay attention to the minimap, folks. We've got Mada coming in from the back. Genghsta will stop the flank. So will jcStani. Oh, there he is. Shots good. Mada opening up that flank, and Genghsta's been smoked off. So now this is a beautiful retake for Luminosity, but it's going sour. 2v2 down to 1. Shanks! But Immortals have been playing nearly perfect on the opposite side. Hedwig used to clear out the push. Aproto with a crispy headshot. He needs a couple more of those with the Sheriff. They've managed to get onto the site. Recon bolt bottom from the side. Now this is working out. The Xanter back up Proto. Okay, down to 1. It's jmoh in a 1v3. Has the Phantom in tow. Shot's gonna be good. One more player to the right. Shot's gonna be good onto him. Down to the last player. But K.
Forward, they've got a good bit of utility hanging out over towards C. But jmoh and the rest of Immortals are pushing right in to the defenses of Luminosity on the A side. jmoh not able to connect onto one quite yet with the Bladestorm, but they're going to continue to funnel their way in. You see the paranoia come through. Not going to connect onto anyone. Oh my gosh, Immortals! Immortals goes up close and personal. jmoh with the Bladestorm, dropping down to aproto. You've got to do it. A defensive the Alamo type effort is going to be required here to keep the map alive, to keep your tournament hopes alive. He's able to get one as he drops Shanks, but he's taken so much damage already, just down to 46 health. They know exactly where he is. This is really an impossible ask. He's going to drop, ladies and gentlemen, a statement made by Immortals as they punched it.